what's going on in 101 Country is going on here. This is what's going on in 101 Country.
Hello and welcome to your In.form program right here on 101 Country WBDC and, of course, watching on 18 WJTS. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and without a further ado, I will go ahead and spoil the surprise. We have the Swampy in the studio this morning. Welcome, Swampy. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful stuff. So, we only get your graced with your presence about once a year anymore here at WBDC and WJTS, but all in good favor, all in good exciting stuff, because the Four Rivers Arts and Crafts Harvest Home Festival is back once again. So give us the rundown. Tell us what's going on for this annual event, because it's your 49th year, right?
Correct. 49 years, and we're hoping to have a grandiose 50th year. We're starting to plan on that, but the show is not this coming weekend, but next weekend, 19th and the 20th. Mm-hmm. We're open on Saturday from 9 to 4, 10 to 4 on Sunday. We've added something new this year. We're trying what they call direct sales. It's something new. I think we have 4 vendors registered right now. Direct sales, that's going to be something like Tupperware, or where you can go in and deal with a commercial vendor. But our main attraction is all the arts and crafts.
Yes.
Because every one of the booths, every one of the vendors are supposed to have handcrafted items that they made themselves. And we're somewhere around 200 booths, at about 150 different crafters. And we're in the 5 buildings. So,
wow.
And something else we're going to be doing this year is one of our number one complaints is people don't know where the 5 buildings are, even though we're at the 4-H Fairgrounds. All you have to do is walk around. But anyway, we are. Oh, and something else that we have a lot of demonstrators.
Yes.
Of course, the noisiest one is the chainsaw carvers. And we've had them since as long as I can remember. We have yet to get someone to do a blacksmithing again, and Christian, I'll be there. I'm going to be a demonstrator. So if you want to come and sit down and tie a fly fish and fly, you always want to know how it's done, I'll be glad to show you. It don't cost you anything.
You've been a advocate for that in our community here, and I would stand to contest that you're probably in line with one of the noisiest demonstrators as well, because you got to be telling them how to do all these ties and whatnot. You've got a lot of knowledge to spread.
Well, thank you.
So what else can people expect from these specific vendors? I mean, we say arts and crafts vendors and whatnot, but what does that entail as far as handmade, homemade goods? Because that could span a lot of different things, right?
Well, it covers a lot of different. We got people who are into wood, so you get, we in the past we had someone that made nothing but children's furniture, mm-hmm. and we have people that make different things for your kitchen, the fancier towels, or that type of decorations, pot holders. We have people that make jewelry. There's plenty of jewelers and all, and we got some demonstrators, so you can actually sit down and watch them how they do it, and even place orders with these. If you got something like you want your necklace out of your birthstone, let's say, and then it just covers the whole gamut. I can't. We got ceramics. We have, you can think of it. If it's a craft or an art form, we have it.
That's a good thing to kind of mention, and we are. Although it's still spooky season, we're still in October, it is also the perfect time to be thinking about those personalized Christmas gifts for that special someone's or someone's. So this would be a perfect chance for everyone to go out on Saturday, October 19th and Sunday, October 20th to the 4-H Fairgrounds to really just experience that and maybe even see something new, because it takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, per se, on a lot of these crafts for various different art forms, because you guys do offer a lot. 5 buildings is going to be a lot of ground to trek on those 2 days, right?
Correct. Of course, it's not so bad after you get used to doing that several hundred times. But and one of the other thing too, you kind of alluded to, we have some vendors that caters to the holidays, so you should find considerable amount of Halloween items, Thanksgiving items, and of course, let's not forget Christmas. So
of course,
you can, and I'm referring to the decoration part of it, because there's still for Christmas there's just about every vendor can provide you with a Christmas present or Hanukkah for that matter.
Yes. So, Swampy, will you tell us a little bit about, admission costs, and are there going to be food and drink vendors there as well so you can make it a day?
Okay, this year it's still $3 per vehicle. That's if there's one person, or if you come in with a van full of people, it's still $5 for parking. And we have four different food vendors, so the waiting lines are not nearly as long as they were. It was one of those deals where we had a lot of veterans get out of the business, and finding new people was kind of a challenge there for a couple of years. But we have 4 vendors for sure. And I think we got we got all the basics: your hamburgers, your sandwiches, coffee, soft drinks, that sort of stuff. And I do believe we have a kettle corn vendor this year. I hope.
You hope? I think everyone would want to hope for some kettle corn. I mean, that sounds like the perfect treat when you're walking around doing some shopping.
Yeah. So anyway, but and. I forgot what I was going to say.
That's all right. That's what I'm here. Not only for comedic relief or something to look at, we're also here to progress. So, Swampy, will you tell us a little bit about, this is 49 years for you guys. That's a lot of arts and crafts, a lot of vendors to highlight and whatnot. What is the Four Rivers Arts and Crafts Association or anything like that, as well as like what you guys have been doing over all of these decades now to kind of bring the Arts and Crafts Festival back every single year?
The mission statement of our organization was to have a format for people who are interested in arts and crafts to be able to sell their products. And that was 50 years ago when the organization started coming. And it was small. I think there was only like 25 vendors, with probably 35, 40 booths, so it wasn't very big. We had been up to where we had every available building we had vendors in, and that's when arts and crafts sort of exploded. Now it's now all the old timers are retiring, getting out of it for various reasons, and now we're starting to see new faces come in, getting into, because it's a nice way to make extra money.
Right.
It's just about everybody has to have a part-time job to make ends meet, and this is a nice one to have. So if you're anybody out there who is an artist, you do knitting, you like whatever, it's a craft, and we are available for you to have an outlet to make a few extra bucks. And it has been very profitable because I did wood carving for years. I still do wood carving, but I'm getting to the age now where it's not nearly as interesting to me.
Right.
After about 40 years of carving, it's time to step aside. But anyway, that as a second job was very profitable and helping, to send kids to college and all that fun stuff. So anyway.
Yes, so you kind of really honed in on a good point that I was kind of interested in. For those who are interested in Four Rivers Arts and Crafts, whether that's just coming out to support the Home Harvest Festival, or if they want to become a member themselves, do they have to be a resident of Dubois County? What is the kind of reach or the outlook for you guys?
Well, we have someone come and drives to our board meetings from New Albany. So they drive.
Interesting.
They drive an hour and a half to come to Jasper to attend. They're on the board of directors. So you are a member of Four Rivers Arts and Crafts by just being a vendor.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then we have the board of directors. But there's right now I forget 18 or 20 board members as of last Tuesday. That was our last meeting before the show, and we get together, we make the decisions on various things, answer a lot of questions. We get a lot of feedback from the vendors themselves, and we try to address them the best we can, if we can. So, to be a member of Four Rivers Arts and Crafts, all you have to do is be a vendor.
That's good to specify, because I think some people may or may not take that for granted, but that's good to just specify there as well. And I will say, if anyone wants further information on the Harvest Home Festival itself or Four Rivers Arts and Crafts Association, they've got a Facebook page, and you can visit the number 4riversartsandcrafts.com for more information. That's where I'm getting a bunch of my information today, not to spoil the surprise, but it's definitely a good resource just in case anyone wants to check it out in passing.
And if you're at the show, find yourself someone on the member of the board, board of the directors. We'll be glad to ask you any questions or answer any of your questions. Sorry, and provide you with any information that you desire. Hopefully.
That's right. You just look for one of the familiar faces. You guys will be running around like crazy, I imagine. So for the festival, which is Harvest Home Festival, again on Saturday, October 19th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Sunday, October 20th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. For those who have never attended the show, Swampy, will you tell us, is there normally like a lineup before those opening times for people that want to get in and get their stuff?
Actually, no. There was one year I made 100% of my sales prior to the show starting and after the show ended, and I didn't sell anything in between. And I still did well. No, people, we have vendors that they're in there at 7 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. A lot of them, especially Saturday, they got a lot of setup, and they are not going to turn down a sale. So you walk in, you start walking around. A lot of people I know do a quick once through just to see what's available, because not all the vendors are there. But the show starts at 9, and now there's a hot item, which is, if there is such a thing, you might have a line, but they're not. They don't. You just come in, walk around, and enjoy.
So it wouldn't hurt to remind folks, come early, stay late, get what you need. Maybe bring your own bags to take your little goodies home. If you need to pack multiple bags and make multiple trips to the car, that's normal and it's fine. And I will say it's 2024. Make sure to bring some cash with you. Go to the ATM before you visit there, because you never know what kind of checkout system each vendor is going to have, right?
The nice thing is a lot of vendors, and we do have Wi-Fi. They can hook into the Wi-Fi, and there's a lot of vendors are going to the credit and debit line. So, but that is still something that's still still catching on.
Right. So just in case, just as a backup, make sure you go and get that ATM money before you head over to the Dubois County 4-H Fairgrounds, of course. Swampy, did we touch on everything today? I mean, you guys put on this event every single year, and that you are constantly tweaking, adding, adjusting things, and, just putting on a great show every single year. And I want to make sure we've got you in here once a year. We want to make sure we give you the limelight.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for that compliment, and I think we did pretty good.
Well, that's good. We got the Swampy approval. But thank you so much for your time today. And again, best of luck for your festival. I know you've got a lot of dedicated fans that love coming out every single year. So we hope the demonstrations go well for you, and that it turns out to be another successful year going into next year, which will be the 50th.
Yes, and like I stated earlier, we're planning on something big. What it's going to be yet, we haven't figured out.
We're not spoiling any surprises yet today, but next year it'll be the big celebration, so we'll look forward to it. So thank you so much again for coming in today, and I'm Kaitlyn Neukam. Of course, thank you for listening on 101 Country WBDC and watching here on 18 WJTS In.form.